Hey guys, today I'm making this video for newer players. I know we've all stumbled upon some newer players that ask for help. I know it can get really annoying, but people are really trying to learn. That's why I'm making this video for you guys. Let's get right into my first tip. Tip number 1. My first tip for you new players is to go into a private game. I am in one right now. I'll show you. See, if you look down there, there's nobody else in the server except me. In order to do that, if you don't know already, you gotta, so if you're in a room right now, you gotta delete it all like that, and if you're still in the room, push option 1 to get out of it. You don't have to if you don't want to, but in order to create a private room, you gotta see where it says current room and then that, and then in order to go in private room, you just put a bunch of just random letters, and then once you do that, it should say not in room, and it's loading right now. And then once it's done loading, it should pop up with your room code right there. And you can use this private room for practicing. I've done this a couple times. It helps a lot. It helps with no disturbances and stuff. I mean, if you really want to play with other people when you're practicing, because I don't know, maybe I don't know. Anyways, if you really want to play with some people in a public game, you just delete it all. And then you just push casual, and then there's no like tagging aspect in the casual games. And then if you want to go into it, you just walk out the door. But I'd prefer you guys do public games so you're not constantly like hearing people and it's getting really annoying. Or you could just mute them, but I don't know. That's your opinion. You could do what you want to do, but this is just my take on this. So yeah, do this if you want. Tip number 3. So, say you're new to the game, like this video is meant for, and you see a lot of people like climbing really fast and stuff. This is my tip for one of the best things you could possibly do right off the bat. It's really easy and easy to get used to. It's called pinch climbing. So, lives up to his name. You just pinch the wall, and throw yourself up. Pinch the wall, throw yourself up. Pinch the wall, throw yourself up. There you go. And once you go from here, you could start practicing jumping across. This will get you used to jumping across to eventually go to branches like this. Yeah. You don't have to go really fast. Take your time. You'll eventually get used to it. And yeah, it's my tip for pinch climbing and just jumping around and climbing in general. Tip number 4. I know when you first get the game, you see a lot of people wall climbing, which is this. Or wall running. This is wall running. This is wall climbing, like this. But you see a lot of people doing both of these right when you first start out. And then when you try it, it's really hard. Like when I first started, I would throw myself down like this all the time and then jump up and then miss, or I'll jump like that and push myself way too far. This is my tip on how to get better at that. For wall climbing, this exact wall right here is perfect for it. Just go into a private game like my first tip and just jump back and forth. What I do is I use the side of my hand, like this. As soon as you hear the noise of the thud, like that, then you get like a second to stick on the wall like that. Then you start sliding. When you have that, you pull yourself like the hip thing I did, like that, like this. Then what I usually do is I turn my body every time I go on each side. Hear the thud, throw. Hear the thud, throw. Thud, throw. Thud, throw. Like that all the way up, and then once you want to get like higher up and higher up, once you're getting the hang of throwing yourself to each wall, you push up and launch yourself. Push up, throw yourself with the hip. Throw, push up, throw, push up, throw. I know sometimes you'll go like this and then mess it all up. I do that sometimes even now. I'm still not the greatest at it, but as long as you're able to do this, then you're fine. Here, I'll show you the wall running that you see people doing, like this. You see a lot of people doing this and getting up to here. This is one of my biggest goals in this game. Was when I first started, I wanted to get on top of the stump. And my guide and tip for doing that is going into canyons, which is so you obviously spawn in this tree trunk. You can go down there and all that stuff. That is the hat room. And this is the canyons. This is the caves. You don't need to go down there yet. But canyons. This is one of the greatest spots for wall running. There's so many walls. like this one right here, right off the bat, you can do this. But this one's not actually the greatest because see how it's had a little, like a little slant, and it's really steep. It's not that good to start wallring on. I know all these are a little steep. That's why to go over here, these walls. It might take you a little bit to get over these canyons, but yeah. And getting stuck in these canyons really helps when you can wall climb and wall run. This is my tip for it. Like this, you slide down this wall a little bit. Just thud, throw, thud, throw, thud, throw. Same thing as wall climbing. Just one direction and not two. Yeah, I'll show you again. Thud, throw, thud, throw, thud, throw, thud, throw. And you throw right to your hip too. Thud, throw. Don't mind the music, I forgot they added that. Thud, throw. See, like, you can do it on these steep walls too, it just takes a little bit more practice. Thud, throw. Oh. See how I fell right there? I took a little bit too long to throw myself, and I fell. So you gotta do it as fast and straight as you can. It's just like going along an edge like this. Thud, throw, thud, throw. This is a little bit easier, right? But it gets you used to it. Even on these little walls like this, you can do it. But that just comes with practice, so like I said, practice makes perfect. On to the next tip. Tip number 4. Or wait, so I did. One, private game. 2 and 3. Okay. Tip number 4. My 4th tip is branching. This is what they call when you jump along branches and stuff. It's really helpful for Gorilla Tag because that's literally what this whole game's about. Trying to survive against the lava monkeys. Branching is a really helpful technique that a lot of good people use. And some newer players get the hang of it pretty easily. Like I showed on those walls right there, where you jump across, these platforms are just as good. Jump from each platform. I know they're a little bigger, but they get smaller as you go. And some branches, I'll show you. If you go over there, you jump right onto that platform, go all the way up here, jump onto this one, go all the way to this one right here. Jump all the way down to here. These 2 branches right here are good. You get used to jumping on the skinniness of the tree. And then if you get used to doing this, you can even jump up to here. Make sure not to hit this because it'll hit you down. That's what I do a lot sometimes when I'm going too fast. Jump over to here, over to here, over to here. And if you're used to your wall climbing, you could jump from here to here. But I doubt if you're new and you're seeing this, you're going to be able to do that fast. I mean, if you do, then good for you. Hello. I hope this guide helped you. This game has come a really long way from when I started playing. Here's how much people are playing now. When I first started playing, there was only a couple thousand people playing, which is insane. See that this game has come a long way. And yeah, I really hope this helped you, and if it did, make sure to subscribe if you want more, and like the video. Peace. Peace. That was my tutorial. I hope this guide helped you. I messed up.